Hello, it's Hilliard, NJ Hilliard. I'm going to talk about adding autoexec.cfg to your current Steam Dota 2 game. I'm going to do this in Linux 16.04 Ubuntu version, but it's very similar in Windows and other Linux formats. You just need to know a couple of tricks. Okay, so what is an autoexec config file? Well, when you open up Steam and you go to Dota 2, you have some properties which you can set launch options. I have a full screen here, but you can also add the autoexec config file to load here. I've never gotten this to personally to work. However, I use a different method which makes it load every time. So I'm going to go ahead and open up Dota 2 so that we can come back to it, and you can see exactly what I'm talking about. So this will load. I'm going to get out of it, and let's go to just the file system. Okay, so how do I get and change the file that I need to add the autoexec config file? Well, the first thing you need to do in Linux is go to View, Show Hidden Files, and you will see the .steam file, which is hidden. You go into that, go into Steam again, go into Steam Apps, Common, and these are the games that I have downloaded onto this machine. I'm going to go into Dota 2 Beta, Game, Dota, and the config file, which is CFG, and the actual file that we want to change is game_convars.vcfg. So let's open that up, and you have to add this line here in quotes, exec quote autoexec.config, and that will actually load your configuration file when you load the game. So once we've done that, we need to add the autoexec.config file here. And one thing to note, make sure that you have the spelling right as to exactly which type of config file that you want to load. If this is off from this name, it won't work. So, and it has to be all lowercase or all uppercase, or however you do it. Needs to be the same way. So what is in, let me go ahead and close this file. So what is in the autoexec config? Well, what's in there is the ability to toggle between the runes. So for example, if you're any of the heroes and you're starting out, you want to look at the runes to see who's around them, especially if you have a ward there. You would I've bound this key I to the rune. This is like basically a macro. So we'll look at the at this position, which happens to be the top rune position, and then it will call the bot rune alias, which is the next line, and it looks at that position for that, and then again it causes the hero alias, and it will look for the hero. So as you can see, you can put these aliases in here, and you're just telling it what to look for. So you go to rune and bot rune, which is rune bot rune goes to this line. Again, rune hero goes to this line, and it just centers the camera on the hero after it looks at the runes. Another useful macro that's set up in this autoexec config is to actually have the courier look in the stash, grab your stuff, and deliver it out to you with a speed burst, and then state, "Courier is coming to me, please wait," which is pretty cool. I've also got the Autoattack toggle, which I wanted to go into a little more in depth. Used to, Dota 2 only allowed you to have a 0 and 1, which was on or off. Now they have a standard, which allows you to hit the S key or stop button. That's how I have mine set up, and it will stop attacking. So you can get some more last hits where you could not before. Most of the pros either play never or standard. Most probably play never. I don't know for sure, but that's what I would guess. So let's go ahead and look at Dota 2, and I'll show you exactly where that's at. So you go to the config button and you go to the options button. Here's your auto attack, either never, which is 0, standard, which is 1, and always, which is 2. And so within the game you can switch these with the button that you bind it to. So for example, in my case, I have it bound to the D button, so it toggles between all of these. And it also prints to screen or echoes or whatever you want to say team, auto attack mode never for the examples here. Okay, so the next thing is for useful places to view. You might want to view the mid lane or the bot lane where they're fighting, or the top lane, Roshan pit, the Dire secret shop and the Radiant secret shop, and then center on your hero. So you push U to go to the first lane. U again, this is how I have it bound to the U to go to the bot lane, and another U to go to the top lane. So you hit U to switch between these look at positions, which are usually where the fighting happens, or in and around those areas. Can be a hotly contested battle. So anyways, that's the autoexec config file. You load it in the same area that you loaded your game var's config file for it to work. And then go to Dota 2 and you start your game, and that will load up automatically and will work. So good gaming, and thank you for watching the video. Please subscribe if you're interested. I'm going to be producing more videos. Thank you.